Hello everyone, we're back. Napoleon, we're back. Oh, we've got Napoleon's water and my water. Well, he drank out of both anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, dream art. Last week we looked at Marc Chagall and his dreamlike artwork. The week before that we did Dali, which was very dreamlike, and we've been doing surrealism for a while. So I left the dream art for a little while just so people could start recording. Now, this is my biggest problem. I dream nearly every night, and I can't even begin to tell you the amount of times that I wake up in the morning and say to my kids, oh, had a strange dream. I have a really, really vivid, big imagination, so my dreams are crazy. But if I don't write them down, I forget them straight away. So I did a little bit of research about why we dream. Now, in ancient times, in the Egyptian times, they thought they were messages from God. Well, if my dreams are messages from God, I don't know what they're trying to tell me. Also, later on, the Greeks used them to predict the future. They said it was helping predict the future. Now, I've got some notes here so I don't get it wrong. I was going to show you a slideshow, but I nearly put myself to sleep, so we didn't worry about that. All right, so scientists have discovered a few different things. One of them is that dreams help us remember things better, things that we've seen and heard during the day. It sort of cements it, helps us remember the different things, because do you know our brain doesn't stop. Our brain goes all the time, even when we don't think it's working, if we think we're relaxed, information's coming in, and our brain doesn't stop when we're asleep, so it keeps processing things. And it helps us solve problems apparently in our dreams. So things, really common things. We often dream about our friends, what we've done during the day. So some things are just, things that we've been doing. Also, it might be something that is up and coming that we've been thinking about, like a party, or if you're worried about a test that might come up. Often I dream about going back to school in the holidays, that I can't get there. I look and the phone says it's 11 o'clock and I think Miss Kylie's class is waiting for me and I can't get there no matter what. So often that's coming up for us. Now, what about the strange dreams? Now, like my dreams, they said sometimes they're just us trying to make sense of the world. And you know what? They really don't know 100%. Apparently, animals dream too. Now, often Napoleon does a sort of bit of a running motion. Apparently, dogs and animals dream about things that they do during the day. So if he growls in his sleep, I'm sure it's he sees the cat next door. And sometimes he's sort of, like he's moving, like he's running. Or chasing his favourite ball. Nip, where's your ball? He has his ball at the moment that he's obsessed about. All right. So that's a little bit about dreams. So, very interesting since the dawn of time. Now, artwork based on your dreams can create some really interesting things. So, I made a little list of some of the things that I have either been dreaming about recently or reoccurring dreams. Now, if you don't dream much or you don't remember your dreams, I've got a little plan you can do a daydream, which is something different. All right, so being late for school is one thing, like me as a teacher is one that comes up. I had one 2 nights ago that there was this huge spiral staircase, but you looked up and it got smaller, but not only did it look like it got smaller, it actually did get smaller. So I did an artwork based on that. So I did, and it doesn't have to be 100% realistic. With art, it sort of represents it. So this is my spiral staircase with me, or it was someone else at the top that here becomes, when they get to the very top, the top of the staircase actually shrinks. So that was one dream I had the other night. I can't run in my dream. Now, I can't run most of the time. I'm not a very fast runner anymore. But when someone's chasing you, I can't run. one is that I dream about my primary school a lot. My St. Mary's in Ararat. I dream often I'll be back there as an adult or teaching or back as a kid. A lot of my primary school. Now, another one that I'm going to do is the other night I had a dream that I was doing Pilates and I had a Pilates mat, but it was a big block of chocolate. Now, I love chocolate, but why on earth I would dream it was about this thick and about this wide, but it was sort of hollow with gooey stuff in the middle. So when I started doing my Pilates, the chocolate collapsed. Do you know who likes chocolate? He's had to go to the vet about 3 or 4 times because he's eaten chocolate, haven't you? Yeah, so we've got to be very careful with chocolate, especially dark. So there are a couple of ways that you can do your dream drawing. You might just literally do the drawing like I did, or I've got this person asleep with like a dream bubble, and you could put your dream in the top of that bubble. Up to you. So why don't I put my Pilates chocolate picture there and then we'll get going. All right, so I'm going to use brown for my, actually I'll draw me first. You know I love my Sharpies. Now I'm just going to do a quick one. All right, downward dog. Do you know when I ever do my Pilates, Nip often does, bless him, his downward dog too, don't you, Nip? You love doing your downward dog. Alright, arms. Oh, a bit wonky, everyone, sorry, I apologise, but that's alright. There's all my hair. Downward dog. Now, a big block of chocolate. So weird that I was dreaming this. I do love my chocolate though. But it was so strange because it was a nice thick block. Like a bed almost, look at that. But the problem is, and I thought this even in my dream, this is weird because, oops, these pieces are going to start to melt, and then they did, it just collapsed. Now you could even do one picture with a whole lot of your dreams, like all in one. Yeah, but the problem is it started melting a bit. I'm loving pencils at the moment too, but do you think I could find my favourite pencil case? Oh dear, Nip. You could even put words around the edge. Get some red going on. Did you wear red? Now, I am so impressed with some of the artwork that has been sent to me. Well, all the artwork that's been sent to me. So thank you, people. Emily S. sent me the most amazing photographs of the surrealist photography. I should show you. I might show you there, and they were really, really amazing. I get a bit emotional sometimes. I don't think I'd had my coffee or breakfast, so I wrote her this big email about how impressed I was, and she just messaged back and said, thanks, Miss M. But I was very impressed. Better than mine, even. Well, there is no good, better or worse. It was just very good. All right. Quick brown for the chocolate, Nip, because we want to move on. All right. Me doing Pilates and my mat is a big chocolate block. I woke up thinking that was really strange. And it was. All right. Now, you can, like your artwork you've done the last few weeks, do a whole lot of images floating. You can do it like that. Now, another thing is some people don't remember their dreams. My husband doesn't remember his dreams. So another thing you can do your artwork on is daydreaming. Now, these are the things that I daydream about. I often sit on the front couch and just look at the trees, Or, you know, if you're in class, and us teachers can get a bit boring sometimes your mind drifts. So I often see water and things when I'm daydreaming. I've been dreaming of flying to Germany lately, drives in the country, and often I'll daydream about food. So let me do a picture of all my daydreams all in together, a really quick one. Oh, some of my Sharpies aren't working. So like dreams, sometimes in your dreams, everything sort of meshes together. So let me try and do that. So, and the good thing about art, it doesn't have to be, there is no right or wrong. You can be so creative. And I think that's why my dreams are so weird, because I have a really big imagination. I'm just going to have all this water. Because often I dream of water. I'm going to put trees. I love trees. These are all the calming things, and I think when you're in lockdown and things, your body craves things that make you calm. The trees in amongst all this. Ooh, my water. Do you know what? I think Napoleon must dream a lot, because he spends a lot of time sleeping, don't you, big fella? A lot of people have been sending me watercolours and oil pastels. Love all the different things that people are sending me. Do I have a red texture? Now food. Let's do some random food here. Floating. Those people that know me and the kids who come on my Zoom know that I've been cooking a lot in lockdown too. I'm going to do a cooking Zoom with the kids on Friday, which will be fun. A bit of pasta. Yeah, this is dream, so we can make this pasta go wherever we want. Now, what I love about having a bit of a theme or topic when you do your art, if you think about your dreams, if you sat down and tried to think of something to draw, you wouldn't come up with the crazy things that your dreams come up with, like really. So I think it's good to use things like this to help you come up with really new imaginative art. Have all your things overlapped, because art comes from all different places. And I'll put some seeds in there. And maybe, because I want to drive in the country, maybe let's do a car. Museum does pretty basic cars, but that's all right. It's a bit of a representation. No right or wrong in art, is there, Sam? Sam's my filmer, my recorder, who doesn't really talk much, do you, Sammy? He's concentrating on doing his job properly. Oh, wonky donkey, but do you know what? Doesn't matter. Oh, that's a ute. I grew up in the country and I learnt how to drive. Driving a ute. I used to drive in our paddocks at a really young age. Let's put some fun stuff coming out at the end of these. Ooh. Bit of colour nip coming out the back of our car. This is our dream. I'll do, when I go to Germany, we visit my sister, and she lives close to the Black Forest, which is a beautiful forest. So let's draw the forest. Sam came with me to Germany once. It was amazing, wasn't it, Sammy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right, there's our German forest. Maybe we could do the German flag. How's it go, Sam? What colours where? Oh, I know it's red, yellow and black. Does it go this way? Apologies to any Germans. I think it's sort of that colour. Who knows? I might have got that wrong. Could type it up, but we don't have time. What else did I have on my... Oh, let's do a plane nip. We want to be flying soon. I think that's a dream of everyone's. So... think I need some new Sharpies, Nip. I'm doing too much drawing. It's a funny little plane, but that's all right. And then we can just then spend some time. So, and then you can, now, this is just my idea of the daydreaming. You do whatever you want, whatever you're inspired to do for your dream art. But I would like you to try and think of some dreams you've had. If you haven't been one of the people recording, have a think of some dreams that come up. Now, I also read some people have nightmares, and when you have nightmares, it's you just trying to work out some ways to cope with, you know, scary situations. So they say if before you go to bed you sort of think of different endings, that can help as well. So make my car red. So I thought that was really interesting, that you can actually sort of change your dreams by thinking a bit about them before you go to bed. So think of a different ending that isn't so scary. Tree. There's my green Nip. I love that my cars are up in my tree. There's my plane. Do you know, it's all about having a bit of fun, isn't it? And recording. Oh, a bit of purple. All right. So maybe you could write a few things down. You could even put, like, write some words in here. So I've got food, flying, Germany. I've got driving in the country. Great thing about art, no right or wrong. Ooh. All right, it's a little bit crazy, just like my dreams. A little bit overlapping, a bit of fun. But have a think about some of the dreams that you have had. What dream have you been having? Any that you've had recently, or one that might be reoccurring, or if you don't dream much, a daydream. And I'd love to see them. Thanks for joining Nip and I.